Hello. All right. Oh, okay. Let me just close this stuff. um. Okay. So today this is the third stream for this recreating Alex Wibberley script series, and because my friend complained the other time that it was too slow, I made some decisions in advance. I just actually started doing them now, or like 30 minutes ago when I scheduled this. But I've come up with some decisions that I think are okay to start at least. Oh, that's another video I'm preparing. Okay, so let me close that. Let me close that. Let me close that. Okay. Cool. So here's what we're gonna do today. The goal is really mostly just to make the scripts better. Like yesterday we found out that it seemed a lot like the reference script. It was what was it doing? It was using a lot of the same words. Like it was using the word social a lot, which was like present in the reference that we used as a cheat or a time hack to be able to come up with something quickly. It was able to come up with like, good stories about the topic and good points, but yeah, it just sounded too much like the style reference. And so I think the all the scripts are gonna be a lot like the style reference. So that's why we're trying to improve it today. So there are many options to do that. The first one I want to try is just like changing the prompts, right? Because if we can do that really quickly and just be done with it, then that's great because it's low cost, low time cost at least. But we have other options as well, obviously using new data, trying multiple prompts, multiple LLM calls, multiple agents, etc. By splitting it up, usually you're able to get better performance because the LLM is better able to focus and utilize the token window. And then, to actually be able to evaluate whether the script is getting better, because we need to do that. Otherwise, like, we don't know where we're going. Oh yeah, right here. There are multiple ways to do it. Last time I just got like a feel for it just by reading it quickly. I was like, oh, there's a lot of the word social. I remember reading that in the style transcript, but that's prone to error and it's not really scalable. I don't have that time to do that. So what I'm gonna do is try to focus on some like word frequency data, visualize it, etc. We could we could obviously always like look at making another AI to do it, but I think it's I think it's critical enough that it warrants a human looking at the fine level data, data we can actually focus on. An agent is only as good as we can make it, but data can be as good as the person interpreting it and the quality of the data. And then, I kind of have this as a one-off. Maybe I'll just move this aside and we can do it. We can do it in a later stream if we don't have time today and actually just focus on the other stuff. Here, let me just move this. Yeah. Okay, so in improving the script, it would be nice if we were able to give it some feedback to make it better, as opposed to just like manually changing it ourselves every time, changing the prompt, if that doesn't work. One way to do it is just like, add comments, and so that's how I'm going to do it. And then finally, to have that, to actually use that feedback, so this is just like how we store the feedback and type of feedback. To actually use that feedback, you have many really wide options. Some of them are really expensive, like changing the vertical, so you change the base model with supervised fine tuning. It's very risky, very costly. And then you have other options that are really cheap, which is just modify the prompt by feeding it the feedback. It's the comments here. Like previously we saw this, but we didn't like it. Put that in the prompt. Second option that we have is reinforcement learning. That's going to be expensive, so I'm not going to do that. Another option that we have is RAG integration, so retrieval augmented graph. That is really good for like being able to reduce hallucinations, but that's not the problem that we have now. We actually want to improve the quality of the scripts, so we're not going to do that. And then like if you're going really out there, the other option that we have for improving the script or making it improve itself continuously is using a genomic style tournament. So basically you have a tournament of agents where they're like competing and the best one wins. And when you say genomic style, is like you're basically allowing it to mutate like genes or a human is able to mutate through generation. And that's called like a evolutionary kind of thing. So I'm just going to go with the lowest cost, fastest option, which is modify the prompt using the feedback. All right, so that's the point of this stream. We'll start by improving the script output by prompt fine tuning. So this was like the not user-friendly interface that we had. We actually had a nice user interface on Loveable, so we're just going to open that. Oh, just opening the wrong window. Come on. There we go. That's for another video. Okay, Medical Scripts Hub. That's the repository that we had last time. Okay, so this is where the website was published. We just had published on this Loveable website. We're just going to use that. It's easier. Also, sorry if I'm grunting a lot today. I kind of pulled my lower traps while running, believe it or not. I really like running, but maybe I should start warming up my back when I do running. Okay. Alright, we want to be able to open it. Maybe here. There we go. These are the scripts that we had. This is the last script that we published. I just remember we had this little formatting issue, but that's minor. Bigger issue is that the script itself kind of sucks right now. It's nice and long, but yeah, we had that issue with social, I think it was. Yeah, nope. All right, social. Yeah, it just keeps saying social, which is a lot because really present in the reference scripts. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, okay. Yeah, we're just gonna modify the prompt to tell it to not. Basically, we're gonna explain what the problem is and tell it to not do it, not have that problem. So avoid adding a really high frequency of a rare word. I would say that social is a rare word, and it shows up a lot in this script. Actually, that prompt sounds problematic. It might be better to go for something like, yeah, sorry, it's gonna be problematic because there are times where we want to use this rare word over and over again. We just don't want to use the same one from the same script. So we'll just clarify that in the prompt. I'm going to put it right before the output this because that's going to be more heavily weighted than anything else here. Okay, over here. Just getting some text. Sorry about that. Okay, oh wow, what the hell? Is it listening to me? How does it know that? Maybe it's reading my clipboard. I might have copied it or something. How does it know? Social. That's crazy. Oh, maybe you can just like figure it out from the style transcript, which is also crazy. That's pretty good. Okay, avoid. I'm not gonna say that because that's just way too specific and limiting. We can have the word social in some scripts. We just don't want that in all the scripts. So avoid using uh, an abnormally high distribution of a word in the style transcript. For example, don't say social too much just because it's in the style transcript. Style reference transcript. I guess it's not really a word. I guess you could think of it as a distribution if it's like thinking about it in its network and how it's going to generate all the scripts. Nah, I think it might be better just to like think for it to treat every script as an independent, because that is what it's going to do. It's not going to look at the previous scripts as it's making a new script. It's really hot here. It's almost yeah, it's getting summer and we're still waiting on our AC to get fixed. Should be fixed on Monday. Yeah. Too high of a frequency word from the style transcript. Don't say social too much, a lot. Don't say social a lot just because it's in the. I'm gonna actually be more coded here so that it knows what I'm talking about, or that it can think of it as sort of like a variable. I have a very specific meaning when I say style reference transcript, and it's that. Okay, so this is a rule. These are just rules here. Rules. 1, 2. Yeah. Actually, that's not really a rule. That's just the output. Okay, style reference transcript. Maybe I should make it even more clear. Here. Style reference transcript. Here we go. I'm going to delete this old prompt because we know we have this working. I just never got around to deleting it. Okay. Specializing in medical and health YouTube videos. Write a 6,000, 8,000 word transcript for new video titles with a title. The script must be entirely. Doesn't really add value telling it what who that writer is, and the basing of the following transcript. Entirely in the style, tone, and pacing of the following. There we go. That's pretty good. Or it looks good. I don't know how it's gonna perform. Let me just like save these scripts from last time. Python script to push YouTube scripts. Yeah. And then I think it was just like basically generate another script. I didn't really modify this before then, did I? Yeah, I didn't. Okay. And now we're gonna fine tune the prompt. Basically, try avoid. Yeah. Try avoid sounding too much like the reference. Yeah, this is not really consistent styling, but actually I do have a problem with it. So I'm gonna fix it. There we go. I might actually change the commit once I know it's actually working or not. Okay. So we've got that, now we need to actually generate it or run it. Yeah, Python generate. It was, what was it called? DrAlexWibberley script. Okay, and then we need to put in a title, I believe. What's the title? Oh yeah, we were just using the ones from its YouTube account or the YouTube channel. Wibberley. Oh, that's my video. Dr. Alex. There we go. Okay, let's do this one. Did I already do that one? 9 everyday foods. Yeah, I tried to do that one. That's surprising. I've never seen it not make a script that long. Like it didn't make a script today. That's abnormal. Very strange. Maybe it knows we're onto it. Okay. Now. Let's not be too speculative. Alright. I wonder if he's working on the burstiness of the video. If you watched my last video, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, it's so warm. Okay, so it's generating the script. Let's go back to our little, or I guess, our big plan. We're prompt fine-tuning. This doesn't work. We could, move on to the next steps. Actually, we're gonna need to do this anyways. Okay, sorry, I gotta answer this text. Just one sec. Okay, I'm back. Oh god, I meant to sound a lot more excited. My back really hurts. Okay. Now we said we could. I mean, we're gonna need this anyways. A word frequency visualizer. So I'm just gonna start that while or before I like actually look at the script. Actually, let me just push it. Python. Uh, what was it? Push script. Yeah, and then it's like a file name. We need to refer to it by name. It looks like it didn't save it. So something went wrong. Did it log what the error was? Invalid. I wonder. Hmm. To be honest, like I could try to fix it, but we could just think of it as a one-off and not spend too much time on it because we're gonna review the transcripts anyways. If they don't push, they don't push. So yeah, I'm gonna have to try that again. And then I'm gonna do what I told you, which is create that visualization. Okay. Create functions. Create a model that I can use to analyze the generated script.json files. Most recently, JSON with fields, transcript, topic, and title. Then use that module to visualize the, yeah, for now, the module only needs to analyze the frequency of words per transcript. Use pandas. I'll put that in the beginning. Then use a, oh shit. Okay, there we go. Then use a model to visualize the output of a Python notebook. Do not put too much logic in the Python notebook itself. Only enough to visualize. Just a function call. And 1-2 lines per cell. There we go. Oh yeah, I put it to planning. That's pretty good. Now, where are we with the script generation? It's still generating it. Okay, I'm just giving it. I'll just be back. I need to use the washroom. Okay, we back. I hope you aren't waiting too long. Okay, cool. Let's see what anti-gravity is. That. Oh wow, it's still generating the script. Is it? What was I saying? What's going on here? I hope it's not thinking too much. It's probably thinking too much. That could only be it. Unless the API is really slow, which is also possible. Yeah. Okay. I guess that's an object-oriented. I'm not sure that's really an object-oriented approach. Uh, but doesn't matter. Okay, script analyzer. Oh, I guess because I said module? It's crazy. Okay, so Python notebook. Stitching it by phrases instead of actual words. It's got this. Okay, I like this. Right, that's what I like to do in Notebook because mostly because these agents are not able to edit notebooks well, but notebooks are still really good for visualizing things fast. And so this is the balance that I have to maintain or strategy. It's got like a nice little function here. And then it's already updated my get recommendation text. That's pretty good. It's verified the plan? Okay, sure. Okay. What was the plan? So this is the option that it chose, object-oriented. Functional approach. It could have done that. It's lightweight, easy to test. Why did it do it? Okay. Not do it because you can't put state, I guess, or it's not usual to put state in functions. You could just keep them as floating variables in Notebook, but I feel like that would actually be probably better for Notebook. But this decision is so unimportant to what we're actually trying to achieve that I'm probably not going to fight it. I'm going to try to modify the instructions though, because this has been like, I just don't want to fight it, and right now it's just, you know, giving me too many things that I want to fight it on. Okay. I'm just gonna hide this because I can't remember if I have any like specific or sensitive settings. Okay. All right. Not that. Okay. Yeah, I don't know when I've changed it to always proceed. I guess it has done that. I'm gonna put. Unfortunately, it doesn't have an agent decides for the terminal because that's the one I would like it to decide on. I guess that's not very secure, but like the having an always proceed option is not great. But having that off is just way too slow. Okay. So I changed that. Let's see if that takes effect in the next one. I might have it get out of the object-oriented approach in the next one. Oh yeah, I definitely did not want to do that. That's way too overkill for this small project. Okay, so chose option 1. Yeah, I really wish it would chose option 2. Whatever. Yep. So now let's actually look at this script. It might actually be readable. What kind of state is it keeping? I guess just the data? Yeah, it's really unnecessary. Data frame as well. So the data, what does the data have? Is it using, okay, so it's using self. It's using the path. It's always loading it on initialization. Oh, this is like really ugly. Like it's not even passing. So you have to have this in this order, otherwise it won't work. That's like not obvious at all, which is a problem. Okay, whatever. Some things aren't always great about object-oriented programming. Okay, so what is it doing for calculating the word frequency? Oh, hey, this is done. It's got so many lines. Did it just like spend, I wonder, 100,000 tokens at the end, all just with new lines? Let's see how far this output goes. So we have 300 kilobytes. The last one was 15. What's the one that we did yesterday that was like 5,000 words? Oh God. So this is like 300 times or 30 times more 5,000. I don't know what happened. I can't even read this. Well, let's try to read it. Because I am curious what happened here. We are trying to improve the script after all, so this is worth our time at this point. Okay, this is where it started doing it. Okay. So what happened here? Maybe we can prompt it to close this up, right? Okay. Your mitochondria will thank you for the attention. And then new line, new line, new line, new line. New line, new line, new line, new line. New line, new line. Why did it do that? Let's see what the thinking says. Looks like it didn't think too much. Let's begin. Okay. This is unexpected again. Maybe it's because we've given it too many words to work with. So what I'll do is I'll just add this rule anyways. We're getting stuck repeating the same tokens at the end of the transcript. This should not really, I should not really have to do that. It should be part of the model being used. We might have to switch to model eventually. we just decided to use Kimmy. Okay. We're gonna change the max tokens. What was the output number for this one? This one was a good script. The one that we had yesterday. No, wait, I guess it's this one. No. Yeah, this one. Do these 8 movements, right? Yeah. And that one has the date timestamp 2211. Okay, so it's this. Total tokens that it used about 12,000. So let's limit it to 30,000. So this is 3,000, and this is 30. I don't know why I have it as a high temperature. That was the default, but that's not really something that I expect to get a lot of positive change from changing, or positive effect. I'm just going to focus on the transcript or the prompt. Okay, so we edited this. I guess we don't need that rule. Nah, that's still useful. I'm gonna change the prompt like this so it doesn't have a new line at the beginning. That's probably what it did it actually. I told it to have a new line at the end, I guess. Just noticed that. But basically that's what's interpreting because it had a new line here. Okay. Let's try that. Sometimes a little change will fix it. It's always hard to tell though, because once you have one change, and you only test it once, you can't really make a conclusion. Yeah, you've already proceeded with that. Are we still looking at the script analyzer? If we were. Okay. Lowercase, yeah, you want to normalize it when we're counting. It's removing extra letters. Filtered to upwards. Yeah, we don't care about the frequencies of the stop words. Yeah, these are fair words that we don't care about. It's already done, that's great. Okay. Let's just finish reading this so that we're not context switching too much. It's word frequency, and we get this data frame at the end. Okay, this is dynamically calculated. Oh, this is... Okay. Yeah, this is brutal. Like, it's not even... This is, this is what I don't like about, like, some object-oriented architectures, is that we're using this variable here and just modified it here, but like you can't really see that just because like it's attached to the state. I guess I guess I just gotta get used to that when I'm looking at object-oriented code. Okay. Let's run all that. Oh wait, let me just accept that first. Can I exit to here? Oh, accept it. Oh, this keeps happening, eh? We lose the interpreter. Oh, you can tell by the A that I grew up in Canada. Okay. I'm just gonna close this. Start it up again. Looks like there's a problem with this one as well. What happened here? I should say, I feel like this is way too long. The way that it's logging these errors. Well, at least I can see it. It's invalid JSON. Okay, where is this? Failed to parse. Let's see if we can, yeah, print F. Line that failed to parse was print F specifically. Is that gonna do it? I feel like this is gonna fail now. Can't believe it's using sys exit. I guess we're just scripting. Okay. Let's just restart this because I want to be able to get my Python interpreter on. Yeah. Okay, selected the right environment. That's great. Now let's run that again. I wonder if it has to do with the title. Okay. I'd rather look at this one. Never push the metformin one. Okay. So the title of the transcript is movements. Like it includes the word movement, so we'd expect movement, and there are lots. Minutes, walk, 5, day 1. Okay, so we're gonna also like do this the same thing for the reference. Oh, I guess we don't really have the reference like that in that format. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make it fit that format so we can analyze it. Okay. What was the file name? Style transcript. Generate script. Style transcript. Transcript path. Transcript path is this right here. This shit right here. Oh god. Okay. Uh, we did have a word counter that kind of helped us with this. Let's do that. Or at least got the words. Caught the words. What was this, baby? Spill some Pepsi there. Okay. Yeah, we just want to be able to get that transcript. Might as well just tell it to do a different one. Because again, we're using this like scripting. Yeah, this is kind of important. Generate a Python script that'll convert into a JSON with one field transcript that has all the text concatenated. This could be a Flash job, and honestly, doesn't need to plan it. Yeah, this will be fine. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's great that it's actually converting the script that I want converted. I don't want it in transcripts. I want it in the same directory as these guys, which I currently have in the roots. I'll clean that up later, but I don't want to have to mess around with this, with the path logic here. So, where did that go? So we'll accept it, and then we're just going to make that change. It's on this one. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, so Python concatenate transcript. There we go. Just like that. Okay, great. So now we'll take that and visualize that. Excuse me. Where's social here? It's not. Maybe it's because it's not top. I don't really want the top N. I kind of want all words that have a frequency over 5. I don't really want to change logic that will be unnecessary work. We can just do this. I expect social to be here. Are these searchable? Not really. These are not bad. Okay, you can see in this visualizer that we don't actually see social. Do we? I don't think we do. Okay. It's interesting that it still says that this is new still. Alright, so where's the script analyzer? We want to be able to get arrange and visualize it one at a time. Ooh, I am really feeling that epoch today. I ran for 65 minutes. Tracked to running 4,000 calories today. And I've eaten, how many have I eaten? 3,400. So I'm gonna be about 100 short today. That's okay. I can't eat anymore. I eat a lot, especially for breakfast. So how's that gonna work? Start end, top end. Okay, that works with me. So it basically just allows us to omit some of them. That's good enough. So now we have top 100. Right, remember that was might have to reload this. Hold on. Start and yeah. Okay. So let's reload that. That's pretty cool. And it made it backwards compatible as well. Okay, where is that word social? I was expecting it to be in here. Isn't it in here? Social. I guess it's in here just 5 times. We're not even scratching number 5. Okay, so top. Let's say 200. And we'll start at 50. Yeah. So, 150. Okay, we finally got social. What's into like, it's like 150 basically. Urgh. I feel like that's an unsafe range. So here's like 125, and then we'll do 175. How's that gonna look? Let's social. We should have social right here. Okay. This seems like a fair range. or like a range that works for this. I'm not sure how we'll do it all kinds of anomalies. We'll have to like, yeah, I guess this is the kind of thing that we have to give specific feedback on. But this is a good start. Doesn't have a really high frequency of words. It's pretty evenly split. What does it say? What if I do? Because this was the one that was problematic with the social. Come on. Come on. Okay, I guess I want to be able to see top 50 really. Okay, yeah, let's just do that for now. Okay, yeah, because like I can see. That's probably like a good thing or a better rule is to like focus on words that are just like have a frequency of about 5 or higher because they don't really know. I didn't really notice social until it was at about 5. Okay, that's still a problem. Let's say top 100. Do we get down to 4? Okay, we get down to 4, but this is pretty unreadable. Oh, okay. Let's see if we can make this vertical loud, bigger. Currently, plot top words. Use a flash. It's hard to read, and there are too many words being viewed. Allow the figure to be longer to fit to the number of words being observed. Yeah, vertically. What's it doing? I wonder. Okay, it's gonna ask me to do it. I don't care about the extremely tall. I hope it went with option 1. Yeah. This is way better. See, we didn't even need this. Look at that. I guess it's harder to see the x-axis. Whatever. I can just like remember where it is. Oh yeah, but it's harder to see. I guess this is about 5 right here. This shit right here. Used to have 5. Something, breakfast, coffee. Yeah, so this is the reference transcript. It talks about coffee, breakfast, cortisol, inflammation, microbiome. These are just like trend words now. collect my composure. So we're gonna have a 5. Where was social? Social should be. Well, social was here. Come on, Shimon. Hee hee hee. That's Michael Jackson. Okay. What do we have? Top 100. Social. Okay, it's right there. Movements make muscle, make sense. Muscles, longevity, morning, maybe indexing on breakfast from earlier. Yeah, this is not. It's mostly the social that tipped me off, and I feel like most people won't even notice it. But I do want it to be good enough quality. So let's see what happened now with the most recent transcript. Hey, it actually did it. That's convenient. Let's just commit this visualizer. We didn't get to use this part, so I'm not gonna commit it. I would like to see it action though. Oh, I should have committed that one. Here. Oh, I staged everything. It was all staged. I've been staged. Look at commit. It's a lot of crime terminology with Git now that I'm noticing. It's been staged. It's committed. What else is there? That's criminal. Okay, that's a distraction. Oh, that's also part of this. Okay. These are all part of the same thing because I was just trying to fix this metformin script issue. Define prompt to make it not crash. Okay, wait. Avoid crashing because silly length there. JSON. I want to say use for avoids just reduce. Yeah, I guess I didn't really address the JSON there, so I just removed that from the commit. Okay, so now we have to analyze that script. Let's look at the how long it was, or like the frequencies. This was the file name. Come on, come on. Where are we at? Is it this baby? It's time. Because today we're on the 4th. Yeah, this is the one. It's the only script we've had today. Okay, where do we go? Where do we go? Let's visualize it. Sorry, I had the other one. Well, it doesn't matter. We wanna add another one? What's going on? Okay, add another one. Sure, sure. Okay, let's close that back. Open it up again. Okay. Just printing it wrong, I guess. We'll say that this is the before prompt modification. For, what was it? Word frequency. And then we'll copy that, duplicate it, and we probably need to rename this. Well, yeah. I'll finish doing that, and then I'll start making an experiments folder. Okay. Rename. Well, we just want to copy the name. Where's 5 at? It's about here. Well, I guess let's look at the long ones. We expect metformin to be there. B12. Drug, longevity, risk, exercise, taking lifestyle, metabolic. Let's just collapse this and be able to compare it to come on. Collapse. Okay, there we go. So this is the one we don't want to copy, and then the one that we have is at the end. This is collapse. See, there's not a lot of B12 in this one, so that's good. Is metformin specifically related to B12? Is that why? Okay. B12 deficiency, drug, longevity, risk, exercise, taking, training. I don't see much that's in common, which is good. We don't want it to like be repeating too many things. Insulin is probably here. The reference style. I feel like it's in every health transcript ever. Or YouTube health transcript ever. It's just a common topic. Gosh, it feels so monotoned. It's probably just like, yeah, that's whatever. I'm just trying to keep talking, I guess. Okay. Consistently. Kidney. Okay. Yeah, see, insulin is there. Diabetic, fasting. mice. Access a mice study. Supplements, homocystine, strength. Oh, gosh, I feel good about this, to be honest. I think this option 1 might have worked. And that's great because that's the shortest one. This is the beauty about LLMs, is that you can just basically modify their output just by modifying the prompt, right? It's so convenient, so low cost. Okay. We'll begin organizing the experiments. Experiments? Yeah. I think this will do it. Oh, I've experienced this before. Okay, I'm just gonna do this offline. We'll keep it the same. That's not a fun problem to tackle on stream. Okay. We don't want to modify that. And we're done here. We want to be able to push this so that we can read it in the new thing. So Python push script, file name, blah, blah, blah. Great. It says it was pushed. There it is. This, yeah, this topic is way too long. It's probably it's longer than the title, so we wanted to have something more general than the title. This is nice and long. I'm not sure if this is like Alex Wibberley style, the channel, to avoid liability. I guess that's why they would do it. Gosh, I really want to be able to fetch the original transcript so that we can compare it. I could do that. And that could be a form of feedback that we use. So we did these two. We're now in the feedback stage. This would actually be nice. Good idea. So let's add it. I guess it's just an option here. Yeah, we'll do both of those. Which one might be more interesting? I think this one will be more interesting because we can, we can judge whether or not it's actually the same script, and if it was actually the same script, or if they talked about the same thing, like this AI and that AI, that's pretty good evidence that it is AI. So I'm just gonna commit this, push it, so that Loveable can. It's Loveable is gonna be ignoring it because it's not in the medical scripts hub. So what I want to do is basically I want to be able to compare the generated script against the reference script. The reference script will probably want to have a many-to-many relationship with the reference script and the ones we add, because we might want to generate the same script for this multiple topics, or multiple scripts for the same topic, same title, so that we can compare which one's the best. Well, what should we do? Should we key it based on the title? The title could change, unfortunately. We'll have to key it based on... Yeah, based on the ID within YouTube. Okay. Could put it in the same table, we could put it in a different table. If we put it in the same table, then I don't see why we just wouldn't put it in a different table. I'll just put it in a different table. It's a different relationship. That's a good enough reason to create a different table. Create a new table. How are we doing, by the way, here? Nice. Create a new table. Original scripts. Similar to scripts. For both tables, add. I want to make sure I get the right name for this. I'm gonna pull it out from the repository that I published the most recent thingy on. So I have to hide just for a sec. Okay. Go to dev. Go to, what's it called? It's called scripts. Was it the Doctor Scripts one? Nah, it was in the papers repository. Comparing Doctor Scripts. I'll just open this. Okay. What did we want here? We wanted the actual scripts. Oh yeah, we wanted an ID on these scripts. What was all the metadata that we're getting? So the videos had IDs, but how are we getting these IDs? It's a video ID attribute on the results from the transcript API that I used. Okay, so what we'll do is, oh shit, I just realized I need to change the light for our gecko here. Because it's nighttime now, 8:30. Okay, I'm just gonna do that. Give me 1 sec. We back, fam. Oh god. I can't believe my back hurts me so much. From running, of all things. And then usually the day after running now, I have deadlift day. Because I like to rest from running on that day. It's gonna be... Well, I was actually able to work out with the pain last time. I guess it doesn't use the lower traps that much, but... Whatever. Hopefully I don't get injured. Okay, cool. So we're sharing this here. This is a mess, you can ignore it. But yeah, we just basically want to do it by vidID. Did I close the other one? Oh no, it's just here. Okay. That's kind of fun. So here's what we gotta tell it to do. Oh yeah, we were talking to loveable. Loveable. Add a new field. API vidID. Add an M2M relationship between those tables. What should we do it based on? So we're just basically creating scripts. And they all should be just related. I guess we just need the ID. We don't really need any more information. So what's our query pattern going to be? It's going to be we might be able to fetch out either one. Make this, yeah, do not optimize querying for this yet. Yeah, because sometimes Lovable over optimizes for both. Yeah. Where its existence means that scripts is an attempt at producing something like original scripts. Okay, cool. See how many tokens this will take. So we started with 5, right? Yeah. Alright, Lovable. We're watching you, man. Oh no. You use this equal format. Like that, it is good generally to use snake case, but which is this type of thing, but I wanted it to be vidID the same way that vidID is producing it. Yeah, sure. The field should be not. This is kind of annoying, right? That it did that by itself. Even though it's pretty clear. Yep, just wasted 0.5 credits on its mistake. That's fine. Okay. Let's just check that sequel. Sure. Sure, sure. That's all we need. Okay, that's good enough. Maybe while waiting for that. Oh, it's already done. Okay, I guess there's nothing to see. I'll have to trust that it modified the database until we get an error. It's just a, it's not a production thing. So we're just gonna trust it until proven wrong. Okay. Yeah, we'd not do that for a real application. All right. So now we have that. We want to be able to just like we want to be able to preview it. So I'm going to tell it when viewing a script, currently on the front end, we have a script detail page on which we can view scripts. When a script page is opened, run a request. I don't know, check in the database to see if there is an original script with the same. If so, show it on the right side. Otherwise, just add, add a toast at the top right. Add a toast at the right side. Just add a toast saying that 5-second toast, 3-second, saying that the script did not have a script, a Dr. Alex Wibberley script with the same title was not found. Yellow toast. Morning toast. Yellow morning toast. Okay. Bam. This should be pretty interesting. It's interesting because I didn't read the code here. And so I'm curious to see if I was able to make a good enough prompt without reading that information. I would not do that on a real project. Okay. We're gonna have to pull up the changes once they're done. Actually, I might as well pull these changes. It just means like bring them from the remote repository. These are the SQL changes where we added those things to the database. So we're pulling it as it comes. Oh, okay. It's done. Wrong repo. Wrong repo. Which repo do we go? Because it's not. Yeah, it's this one. Okay. Cool. I just want to check that it's pulling it right in the pattern that I expect. So we've got the ID. Okay. It's created a hook. Okay, it's sizing it based on whether there is a It decided to call it original, I guess. That's fair. The table is called original. It's repeated some of the stuff here. I guess that's fine. We don't know if they're going to differentiate. If they're going to differentiate, then it doesn't make sense to just refactor them. Okay, so for this one, I'd expect no alert. I mean, I expected an alert and no original. So what's going on? Did it just not download the repo? Preview. Should be able to preview it here. Come on. Okay, we're not getting the toast. And we're also not getting an original. Let's see what happens if we run it locally. To be honest, I haven't run it locally. So I'm gonna have the keys set up right. I guess it's all public. Okay, npm run. I can't tell. I guess it's using Vite. Let's look at the README. The fuck? Okay, package. There you go. Vite build. Okay, no, npm run build dev. Put a semicolon. Okay, that should be right. Oh, I didn't have installed. Okay. npm install. Okay. Oh god. I'm back. Don't run too hard, kids. Is it not gonna run it? Okay. I guess it is building. It's not actually developing. Let's check it out. What's it say? I don't see anything in that log. So the question is now, is it using the stuff? Script page, console, warn. I guess we could actually just log. I'm just used to writing warn. Script page, use effect. Okay. Right, is I actually like to have the variable names. What is it doing? Original. I hope it figures out that this is how I want to log it quick. It's got the script. No original. Is original fetched? guess his original fetch might not be evaluating to what we expect. Yeah, or what this function expects. Yeah, it's expecting it to be true, or like tried, right? Is it not actually fetching it? When does it change that? Uses a use query. Is it just a React query hook? Yeah. Okay. What other keys do we get here? Is error? Is loading error? Is refetching? Hmm. Okay. That's nice. Any idea why is original fetched is always false? Do you expect it to be false if it tried to load but failed? Wait a minute. Do we not have a transcript? Oh yeah, this is null. That's what we expected. That could be it. No, we can stop it. What's it saying? Yeah. Okay, so this will have some more informative errors, and that should be for the case that we're experiencing here. No comparable scripts. That's exactly what we expected. It's doing it as an error, and that's what it looks like? What does the warning look like? What is this library? Okay, is it at least 3 seconds? Okay. I'm not sure why it's like... Do I need to download a color library? Maybe it looks better on the thing. I usually put a different commit, but Again, I'm the only one looking at this repo. Oh, I gotta remove that console log. Let's show alert when there is no TranscriptAPI API vid ID. Okay, cool. Done with that. Now what? Oh yeah, now we want to be able to attach TranscriptAPI vid ID scripts. And we want to do that as we're generating, right? So right now we're doing it based on, actually this is the ID right here. So we can just, oh no, this is for the reference one only. We don't really have the ID here. Maybe we can pass it in. That would make things easy. Yeah. So we're gonna add the original one. Add argument. Oh God. Yeah. Wow. This is great. Okay, cool. So how do we get the args? And the transcript path. I'm gonna have the same format. Load transcript. Okay, generate the script. It automatically push both of these. No. Oh, and we basically just want to pull it from JavaScript API. Make sure that it's like the same in the same format that can be spat out. Okay. Well, where was that script that I saw? This is the stream. Yeah, this is the stream. Oh wait, not this one. Oh man, how did I have opened? This is the one. Okay. Now, I could just duplicate this. Yeah, now I need to refactor it. I'm going to use that as context. Actually, that's too much. I can just help it out with reading a little bit. So we get the video IDs, and then this is how you fetch it. Where are we putting the, I guess in the headers? Yeah. Okay, let's go back. Not this one. Yeah. Okay. Fetch the transcript using we need to Need to get these. Yeah, we don't need to sleep. I mean, it doesn't need to sleep. Okay, so we get the transcript JSON. Okay, modify fetch transcript so that it outputs a JSON in the same format, so that it also outputs as generated script. As the generated files, i.e. with the same fields, where transcript is the entire transcript. Add a function within to do it, and then call it at the end of yeah, call it after saving generated transcripts. If it exists, but only if also add an early exit within if the output already exists. Using the input and tell it to okay. So that should output it, and then we'll be able to push it to our database using push scripts. We need to add these keys. Push it. Okay. I'm gonna need to go get those. I'll just turn that off for a sec. Just me. Okay. Let's get those. I wonder if this is what other streamers do with the. I don't really watch a lot of streaming. Okay, right now I'm just adding my keys to my environment. That's why I'm hiding my screen. I wonder if my audio is still going. Hello. Yes. Okay. Okay. I also need the transcript base URL. It's just this one. This does not need to be protected unless they want that. I doubt they do. They don't. They want business. Okay. Cool. Okay, we're now ready. It looks like Gemini is done. Looks like. Okay, so still doing that. So that's good. Yeah, this is the early exit that we asked it to do. The full text and the title. That's the title which we saved at. And how did it get the full text? It's just stripping that. And the transcript data is also saved, hopefully. This data, yeah, still right in here. Same way that it used to be. Okay, so we'll accept that. And then, yeah, okay. Yep. Yep. Okay. Good job. Should make it log an error if there is no input original transcript ID. Just be careful. Mm. Oh no, it's mandatory here because I don't have a default. Okay, that's great. Also get and save original. Okay, cool. And that we'll just save it by we'll need to modify this to save it to the original transcripts. Push. To also enable it to push to to a different table. We're calling this a main. How is it pushing it to that table right now? Got the API key. That's the payload. How does it know? Oh, okay. Based on scripts. Is it based on, is it all that? Okay. Besides scripts, let it be inputable to via main, yeah, Python commands. Okay. There we go. Oh, it's planning. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't actually ask me for this because I'm pretty specific here. And now let's generate a script so that we can get one with the vid ID. Copy. Oh no, I don't have the. I don't have the vid IDs for this one. I'm just gonna use ones that I already have. I guess it sucks that I've already saved this. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'll actually copy the files there, and I'll make sure that this new check has. Wait, let's just make sure. Yep. Yep. Uh, yeah. Now where was I? Oh yeah. Which was it with the fetch? Because I already have these. Yeah, I kind of overdid it here. I don't care about the formatted out path. I care about the out path actually. Not sure why I'm suggesting that. Now where does it look for out path? In the transcripts directory. Currently I only have that. Hmm. Actually, that's not that. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, this should do it. We still need this, right? Yeah. Okay. Let me just copy those scripts. Oh god, it's gonna be so tough. Uh, yeah, it's gonna be tough because I have to parse them. Okay. I have a, yes, I want to be able to like isolate just the Wibberley files. And I have a video metadata file for that. It tells you which it is. This is from my most recent video. A video metadata file that tells you which channel made it. Make a script that'll duplicate. No. Okay, that'll move all the transcripts into a directory named after their channel handle. This is not a flash job. Actually, it might be. Maybe really fast, because I've already told it which data. Okay, I'm just going to copy the path to this. Bam. Flash. Flash alert. Okay. Let's see this playing. Yeah. It's modified the plan before I'm improving it. I think this is the first time I'm seeing this. Is it done? Table name? Yeah. There isn't that many changes here. Now where are we at with this other one? It's pretty good. How do I run this? Nope, I need to get into that directory. Comparing data. Okay, and then now Python organize. Yeah. Move 0 files. Okay. Does it not have access to the transcripts directory? Where is the? Because yeah, that should be right. If video ID in metadata, where is getting the metadata from? Oh, it thinks. Oh. Okay, where's it getting the video ID from? Stem, yeah. Yeah, we'll put a warning. So I feel like it's just not. It's gotta be just not doing that. So there's something it's not finding. Alright, we'll just make a log. Okay. Print transcript path Transcript path. Yeah, it's not finding it's this. Data, transcripts. It looks like it already moved them. It must have done that in the testing. I should have just looked at this number. I hate it when it manually does things. How many do we have here? Oh, I should get the info. Yeah, I really should start streaming earlier. But it's just like, it was hot today. That's why I didn't do it. I was so stressed. Okay. Kind of just want to know how many files. Okay, 101. That's pretty good. We'll just copy all this content. Yeah. I'm gonna have to start storing things on Google Drive. They just updated their Google Drive AI plan to have 5 terabytes, which is so generous. And now that means I have like 20 times. So I actually keep a very small local disk. I have 20 times on Google Drive than I have locally. Okay, where did that one go? Is it going to be looking in transcripts when fetching? Well, this is the push one, not the fetching one. Should be looking in the transcripts directory. Okay. I meant to do that. I should have done this last time. Or offline. Sorry again. Wow, could you imagine if I accidentally opened the Bash RC? I'm just gonna fucking open a new one. Just in case. Yeah. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, we added all those files. They're not being tracked. I'm tired of tracking those. Format it. Actually, let's undo that. Yep. Allow using a different table. Okay, and now we just need to do it. So generate Python, generate Dr. Alex script. We'll generate one that we already know exists. Just generate this. Oh, do I not have the titles here? Okay. Nah, that's not a medical one. That's a one-off script. 9 things that happened. Great. That looks good. And then original script ID. Oh, guys, this is exciting times. We're almost gonna get to the point where we can compare scripts side by side. Okay. I might have just original script ID. Okay, I think the problem is the file name. One of these file IDs have like these weird hyphens at the beginning. The secret in the blood. These used to be so baity at the beginning. Clickbaity. It's always interesting. I respect the creatorness. Oh man. I have to start over. Okay. Man, I can't wait for this lower trap injury to stop bothering me. I know I'm complaining a lot, but it's messing up my vibe. Okay. Is this one? Okay, come on, come on. Hmm? Where is this? Error loading. Why can't it find it now? We didn't modify the. We didn't modify that, did we? This is data transcript. Oh god, sorry, I need to change my position, and it's gonna take a while because of my lower traps. Uh, okay. Wow. Feeling like an old man today. Oh, that's better. Ish. Not for the back, just like for the sweat. I'm just getting railed on here by the weather. Okay. Where'd it go? L. Because it's this thing. I'm not sure what the problem happened. Loading the reference. We just couldn't find the reference. But the reference exists. It looks like it stopped working after I copy pasted all these files on there. Let's delete the copy because it is unnecessary. How is it not finding it? What's the file path here? Did that change by any chance? No, it's still the same, right? Oh, it was referencing the original stuff. I didn't even realize that. Okay. Sorry. I mouth farted. Transcripts. Where'd it go? Just like that. Okay, cool. So it's generating a transcript like we have before. And now what's the issue here? Error saving the output. Which output did it have saving? This one. What was the result? Oh, this is the result. Why did it do that? Let's write That's how it ended that. Why is that so dumb? Blah 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 blah. Okay, let's give it another chance. These things happen. If I'm gonna auto deploy it, I'll probably have it do it multiple times. I could really go for some Salampa. We're just waiting. Okay, what's the result now? That looks good. That looks good. That looks good. Did that not save? 219. Okay, so this actually did fine. The problem has been with the Stiller thing. Success. After success, it's in the fetch. Unsupported operand type. Okay, we're just gonna skip generate transcript this time. So we'll skip that. And we'll skip that. Skip that. We'll do that. Do that. Okay. Same command. So the op path is going to already be there, but it hasn't said anything here. So let's see. Console, nope. Print, fetch, transcript, video ID, video ID. And I'll just put that here. Okay. It's just never made it to here. Oh, I guess it's trying to concatenate. Oh, yeah, two strings. It was expecting them to be paths. I was expecting transcripts directory to be path. I'm just going to change it here because I don't know if I have anything else depending on it. Okay. Did it make the formatted one though? Is it just exiting? No, it should be here. skipping download and formatting. Oh, okay. I guess I already did it, but I just have it like that, yeah. Okay, cool. So now that we have that, we need to be able to push that one. Now, how do we configure the push here? Actually, this is probably a good time to make some commits. Okay, oh, okay, fuck the back. There we go. Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. This is logging that we don't need. No longer need. No longer need. Okay. Actually, I think we already kind of tried to do that, so I'm just gonna say that it's now successful. And we'll copy that one. I'm actually really confused that Dr. Alex Wibberley, this is making me, like, this channel did not make a video today. That's very interesting. Because, like, every other day, it never missed. I wonder if it got banned, demonetized. Maybe YouTube beat me to the punch. Oh no, okay, it skipped a day here as well. 8, 9, skipped a day here. 13, okay. Looks like it's skipping some days now. I guess trying to make it look a bit more realistic. But that's no use. Just not publishing on Saturdays. Okay. Yeah, that could be all of it, but oh no, I'm hungry now. Well, it's kind of late. I should go to bed soon. Let's just try to push that and then call it. We want to push this thing. And let's push this. A Python push script. What do we need? We need the file name. How is it gonna, is it also gonna take the path? Let's see. JSON, I was gonna say, okay, yeah, table, original scripts. Yeah. Yeah, as I thought. Okay, so I need to say that it's in the this other directory. Transcripts. I wonder if that'll, if OSPath can handle that. Hey, it can. Okay, so we pushed it. Show me the whatever thingy. No known comparable script. Oh yeah, that's not the script. Which one did we because it was, what was this baby? Secret in the world. The most recently generated one. So we'll have to push this baby. This is the, yeah, not a great experience for me right now, but whatever. Okay. No known comparable script. I just pushed one. When did we log that error? I guess this was never being saved. Okay. Transcript, API, vid ID. Now, where is this from? Okay, I guess I gotta also put that in. And the arguments. Yep. Yep. Let's take that. Yep. Okay. Gram SERPs API, vid ID. We'll get the vid ID. Should be this. Is it gonna? I think it's gonna duplicate it. What's going on here? So we have it. Transcript API. Did I misspell it? Hmm. Oh, it's not being passed here. Got it, got it. Yeah, let's fix that. Okay. And you just gotta send it. I'm just gonna send it. Okay. I think that was gonna duplicate it. Yeah. Okay, now the problem is that the other one didn't have it, so we're just gonna do that. The original scripts, yeah. We'll copy this. Okay. I wonder if it can handle the uniqueness. Hey! Ta-da! We've got it working. We've got the one that we generated on the left. It's a bit nicely formatted because we know. And then we've got the AI one on the right. I mean the from the Alex Wibberley channel, which I believe is AI. So, okay. Ever since I started medical school, I've been evaluated by the people to make it to 100 years old. It's a secret. Okay, so the style is different here. Because like I think this is more like what it has been more recently. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to read these sections, and then I'm going to try to find comparisons on the right. Markers. Okay, so blood, blood, blood. Marker. Okay, let's say markers. Window. Hey! Okay, let's say protein. Okay, we got proteins here. Uh, 37 DNA. Does it mention any specific proteins here? No, it's not very technical. Like this sketch on the right is not very technical. This is a lot more technical. Not really fun for the YouTube viewer. This is great though. We made a lot of progress. Ugh. In the sense that like we can now have a human compare it to the one generated by the channel. And you know, I can tell right off the bat is that it's different in that it's not. This is more technical, and it obviously is longer as well. But this is more. This is like the old scripts, like. Yeah. These are the old scripts. So let's compare it to something newer. Unfortunately, there are too many steps in the generation here. Like first we have to generate, and then we push each one. At least the generation is all one step. Sorry. Ugh. Fuck. Oh no! My microphone's all tangled up under my weight. Yeah, this is really tough because I tell you, I'm more fit than this. I tried to really. So I'm doing this running, walking experiment, and so I got back into running pretty fast and furious because I want to be able to beat myself at running. I just want to be a better runner. And I had lost some fitness walking for the last 20 days. Your body, you should probably go gradually into it. Okay, cool. Let's generate. So we need to generate. The problem here was that we took something too old. We want to look for something more recent. So let's look at just like 10 morning habits that add years to your life. That would be an interesting one to find, right? 10 morning. It should be there. Oh, wow. I guess this is producing so fast, this channel. Let's go IBS versus bowel cancer. Or maybe the title is changing. I should close this one now because it's confusing me. That's the old stuff. IBS versus bowel cancer. Do you have IBS or bowel cancer? 7 things destroying your blood pressure. Okay. Yeah, they're really changing the titles a lot. Destroying blood. Nope. Blood pressure. Ooh, I want it in the title. Is this not searching files that are hidden? I feel like it's not. Here, I gotta modify this. Cancel. I don't want that. Transcripts. Okay, that's probably why. Blood pressure. And I want it in the title. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, okay, let's try this one again. Because I feel like this one should exist. Okay, cool. So this is the 10 morning habits one. We just need to get the ID so we can generate a parallel. Oh, I've already got that one. Yeah, we'll just generate another one, I guess. It doesn't matter. Nah, fuck it. We'll generate a new one so we can compare more cleanly. Okay, improve your kidney function in 24 hours. Believe it or not. Okay. I could really go for some hummus right now. How Arab is that? Okay. So it's generating the script. It's gonna find that this one's already generated. We'll format it, and then we'll push it. Ah, push it. Okay. Okay, so this is the generated stuff. I want to make sure that with the right number. It says finished. Whenever that's finished, we'll be able to switch it over. Okay, so this one was not good after all. Okay. Sometimes these errors happen, the JSON ones. It's kind of annoying, really. Oh, I'm smiling because my wife is texting me. So, okay. Uh, it's a good, it's a good thing we're waiting for this thing. Uh, yeah, I'm too tired to do anything concurrently, to be honest. We're almost gonna call this stream done. Honestly, I might be able to hit 3 hours. I'm proud of it. I know it wasn't like on the whole time, but you know, it's nice. It's nice to be able to do something for that long. A new record for me, even if it's not really the best stream. Okay. So we got we got the right name. So let's push it to scripts. And now we want to push the original one, right? The original one should have a title like this. Okay, let's copy that. Yeah, I mean, it's not great that I'm passing in redundant variables like the vid ID. It's like here and here. But I don't want to refactor it right now. Okay, original scripts. Great. Which one is that one? Yeah, that one. Come on, be here. I feel like I have to look at it here locally for some reason. It's not deployed. Okay. Sold something, it doesn't work. Okay, so now before we get into the specifics, let me give you, let's see what the first, okay, this first habit. So let's see what the habits are. I guess what's the point of that? If they have the same habits, they probably do. But I guess they have the same habits and the same high level of content, and then we can evaluate the low level stuff more clearly. Yeah, but I'm getting way too tired. Okay, so the first habit, but the physiology behind it is strategic hydration, specific timing. So what's this one? Kidney hydration. Step number 5. Okay. Maybe you told it to like lead with like, how do you say, contrarian things? Okay. So hydration. These, yeah, I might end up with really long transcripts here. Sodium. It's not really here. Sodium restriction. It's not on the. Like it mentions sodium here. Habit. Where does it say habit here? Like, how is this transcript organized? First. Okay. Okay, there we go. Step number 1 is to eliminate liquid sugar completely. Sugar. Blood sugar stabilization. Meal composition and time. Wow, that one said eliminate it completely? I guess liquid sugar. It's a bit more specific. We can prompt that, but let's just remember to do that. Step number 2, restructure your meals, protein and fiber. So you know here it says steps. It's organized by steps, and then here on the left is that this is for we actually say habit, I think. Sodium restriction, blood sugar stabilization, movement, sleep. Okay, blood sugar, meals, prioritizing proteins and fiber. Time restricted eating, so that's similar to what we have another one. Walk after every single meal, so that's a specific category of movement. And so this is actually specific medical advice, to be honest, because it's so direct. Compared to this is a bit more generic. It's just telling you what it thinks is important. So we sort of come up with like 2 differences right now. Our left one is more, it's more general. The advice is more general. It doesn't actually tell you what to do. It just tells you how it works, or like the theory. And also, I think this one is a bit more technical. We're not seeing it now in this one. Okay, CKD. I guess that's the chronic kidney disease. That's not very technical. Step number 4, sorry, walk and then hydration. Okay, so we said, I'm just gonna write it down. Walk, hydration, and then time restricted eating, restructure meals, eliminate liquid sugar. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then let's just go through this list here. It's organized by habit. Hydration. It's just, okay, so this one's actually more specific about the time of hydration. Yeah, never mind. This is not more general. Sodium restriction with meal timing. So, meal timing is the same thing, time restricted eating, but it's a bit more specific here about the sodium restriction. Blood sugar stabilization. So here is general. I was just wondering if like it has something about like a fast sugar spike. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Well, it doesn't really. But it has more specific examples that are just not relevant to that one. Restructure meals. Okay, so it is movement. Low intensity walking, so we actually have walking on both sides. And then sleep optimization on this side. We don't have sleep optimization. So this one matched. This one matched. This one matched. That one didn't match. This one was close. Restructure meals about protein and fiber. That was the only one that was not really here. Instead, we had not that one, not that one, not that one. No, not that one. First, second, third, fourth. Oh yeah, no, it's sleep. So sleep. So sleep versus sleep. Other blood sugar stuff. There you go. Might as well be getting that advice from AI. Okay. That's it. I think this is a good place to end the stream, though. Let's just recap what we did. We kind of added this other step, which is just like, yeah, this is what we focused on. We added this randomly throughout. And it took a lot of time, but it was worth it, I think, because it gives you like a more vibey comparison. A human quality control. Sometimes it's hard to visualize this kind of thing in data. Okay, next we might want to do being able to comment and then use that to modify the script. However, honestly, I think the script was fine enough. I don't think we need that. But it is interesting. But we could postpone that. So I'm just gonna make this, you know, yellow because we would have done it if we needed more time. And we didn't have time to do this in the stream. But yeah, I would say this was a success in improving the script quality. And we also were able to have an interface where we can compare the script. Okay. Is that too? Oh yeah, okay. Add transcript API vidID to the tables, to the data, to the push data. And this is just really generate more scripts. And push the original. And now we'll just push that. Where is this? Is this accessible? Yeah. You can use it if you want it. Close that. I think we've concluded most things. We didn't have to modify too many things here. I'm not sure why it's not updating. I think I might have to press publish again or something. Because like here, we've got this working here, right? Let's refresh it. Ah, close it. But it was working there. Now here, look at the ID at the bottom. Is what I'm looking at. Okay, this is the same one. Yeah, we're not seeing it. I think it might be because it's just not published. So we'll just say publish. Update that, mate. How long has this stream been? So 3 hours to improve the script quality and add a way to compare it to the original, which that was spontaneous. And it was important because we don't want to spend time iterating and improving the scripts if this is actually already good enough, right? The worst thing you can do is spend a lot of time and resources creating something that has no benefit, at least as an engineer. I guess you could also create something that hurts, which is worse. So, like AI. I mean, the DrAlexWibberley channel. So, no. Okay, so that published. Yeah, feel free to check it out. Okay, we've got some issues here with that, but that's fine. That's fine. No non-comparable script. Yeah, because we don't have the transcript IDs there. Those are early. Great. Is it working? Okay. Feels good, mate. Thanks for watching. Let's just close this baby. Wait. Yeah, we definitely crossed 3 hours, didn't we? Yeah, by 8 minutes. Okay.